Hi there, this is Wendy with Ask the Landlady. I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate investments. And today's question is, how do you deal with making big decisions as a property owner? And here's something that people don't tell you about being your own boss, and that is you have to make all the decisions. Or as President Harry Truman famously said, the buck stops here. So it literally is on your shoulders, even when you don't want it to be, and it can be very agonizing. In the past, I've been wishy-washy on some complex issues and spent way too long maybe researching every avenue. I've even made myself sick with worry about whether or not I'm doing the right thing or making the right decision on a complicated tenant issue or a big repair project. But what I've learned in the last 20 years is the importance of being decisive and moving on. It's not easy because you just want to do the best you can, and I get that. I've agonized over that, let me research some more, let me talk to some more people, or let me, sit and think about it, or maybe if I just bury my head in the sand, it'll go away. Let me tell you, it doesn't go away. It just gets bigger and more agonizing. So you have to be decisive. And life happens. You might be doing this as a side hustle, and someone gets sick in the family, and there's turmoil in your life, and honestly, the rentals might just be the last thing, not very foremost in your life. But you still have to face your business's issues, and believe me, there's always an answer to get you through any situation, even if it's not the one you immediately thought of, even if it's not desirable. An answer is an answer, and sometimes that's all you need is to keep doing that one step in front of the other. For example, recently during the COVID crisis, I had entered into an agreement to sell 2 of my apartment buildings. It made sense. I was getting a good price. It was a couple hours away. I was like, maybe I just want to be closer to home and just do a 1031 exchange and get something else. So it seemed like the time to make that move. However, at the same time, there were a few important medical emergencies in my life. My daughter was diagnosed with leukemia and going through treatments every single day. She's great now. Thank God, she's fine. But at the time, that's what we were dealing with, daily infusion treatments at the hospital. And then, we had no vaccination yet, but my husband, who works at the hospital, got COVID, was very sick, 8 days in the ICU, fighting for his life. So obviously, the business was not foremost on my mind, but also the business is important to my family, and it needed to be taken care of. It needed somebody to make a decision, and unfortunately, that's the person was still me. So I made, at the hard time, I hated to do it, but I called off that deal. It was too much. There were a lot of complex negotiations that needed to happen because there was a prepayment penalty that I was gonna have to try to mitigate, and I was gonna have to find something else to buy. I clearly didn't have the time and energy in my head in the game to make those decisions. I don't like going back on my word. I had a contract in place and things were in motion, but I knew that deal only worked if I was present, actually present, and able to complete it and do it well. So I have no regrets. I made that decision quickly, decisively. I paid all the people that needed to be paid. The attorney, the seller had some, or the buyer had some fees that I needed to take care of, and I did all that and moved on. Sometimes that's all you can do is make that hard decision and then just keep trucking forward, because at the end of the day, it's not easy being a landlady and a landlord. Things happen in your tenants' lives, things happen in your lives, and it's a lot of stuff that can go down. So that's why we're all in this together. Hit a comment down there. Have you had something like this? Have you had a big decision that's really weighed on you and created a lot of turmoil for you? Let's talk about it, because we need to be here for each other, because at the end of the day, we all want to make money in this business, and we all want to just do the best we can. I talk a lot more about all of these issues in my book, Lessons from the Landlady, which you can get from my website, or you can go to Amazon and purchase it. And please hit comment and subscribe so we can keep going down this road together, because again, it's not easy and we're all in this together. So thanks. Have a great day.